All right, your next comedian, absolutely hilarious. You've heard him on XM Radio, seen him on Comedy Central. One of my favorites. You guys are gonna love him. You guys ready for more? Let me hear it. Yeah. Give it up right now for Bill McCarty, everybody. Bill McCarty, keep it going for him. Come on, come on.
Very nice to be here. I notice you have some out-of-towners here this evening, and as a New Yorker, I must tell you, while you are in New York, wherever you go, whatever you do, you must lock your stuff up. You know, because if your stuff is not locked up, bolted down, or stapled sideways, we will take it from you. When I leave my car, I lock my car up. Or I got a club for the wheel. I got a backup club, the accelerator. I roll up the window. I lock the door. I dig a ditch around the car. I fill it with gasoline. I set it on fire. I lock my car up. So I was in Maine recently, very safe part of America, Maine, and they have a kind of a superior attitude about that I don't appreciate. So I'm going to go into a restaurant to have some chowder, and I'm in the middle of locking up my car, which, as you can imagine, takes a while. And this guy, this refugee from a Pepperidge Farm commercial comes up. Starts giving me grief. Well, there's no need to lock your car up here in Maine. We don't have car theft up here in Maine. If you were a locksmith, you'd have a job up here in Maine, so you're fine. For once, I won't be the paranoid New Yorker. I leave the club on the seat, the key in the ignition, the window down, the door open. I don't dig a ditch. Nothing gets set on fire. Go in the restaurant. I have some chowder. Come back out a half an hour later. By God, my car was still there. They stole my damn club. Now that... I like touristy stuff when I go out of town. You like touristy stuff? I love touristy stuff. I was in Rhode Island. There's this thing in Rhode Island called the Mystery Train. Now, what this is, Mystery Train, is a train, you don't know where it's going. You get on it anyway. There's a murder, you try to solve it, $49.95. I live in New York. I take this train every day. Subway service stinks. I never know where I'm going. There's a murder. Nobody's going to solve it. $2. I think they could make money just merchandising the subway correctly. Have the token booth guys ask the customers, you a New Yorker or a tourist? Oh, you're a tourist. That'll be $49.95. There's a dead guy in the third car. He's out in Pennsylvania, went to Lancaster County to visit. Y'all from Lancaster? Lancaster. Oh, Lancaster. Oh, pardon the hell out of me. Oh. Well, you're in New York now. It's Lancaster. I went to visit, maybe I even went to your home. I went to visit the Amish farm. You all know about that. Remarkable people, the Amish. They have no electricity. They have no indoor plumbing. They have changed nothing in 200 years, and yet they still manage to churn out these full-color brochures. How do they do this? Is this where you live? Is this it? These babies are in every truck stop and motel on the East Coast. You travel, what, 300, 400, 500 miles to get there. You're greeted at the gate by your congenial host, Brother Esau. What's the first thing he tells you? The first thing he tells you, all we want is to be left alone. Well, then I say, you know, run and hide, but don't publish a map, you know. You'll be in the barn, behind the silo, next to the piggies, making noodles. And they have annual events here. They have things you did not see in the movie Witness. Well, in May, you missed this already, sheep shearing days. Sweaters on the hoof, what fun. Party. Coming next month, a personal favorite of mine, hog butchering. Bring a camera, wear something white, I think. Mommy, why is the bacon screaming? I was there for a big event. I was there for a Stone and Adulterous Day. Tell him Hester sent you. It's a red letter day. Thank you, English lit majors. You know, one guy. People say to me, McCarty, how can you get up there and make fun of the wonderful Amish people? Like that. I say, hey, what are the odds the wonderful Amish are going to find out about it, really? Can't call them on the phone. And what's he going to do if he does find out? What, put a curse on my wheat crop? I don't think so. The Amish, see them, meet them, mock them. Screw them, I've had it. So I saw this thing on the news the other day. Bono, you all know Bono from the band U2, Bono? And well, no need to applaud, he's not coming out. All right. People are, oh, he must be here. No. He's busy. Amazing individual, Bono. Nominated for a Nobel Prize, helps out on the global basis. AIDS in Africa, there's Bono. Hurricane Katrina, there's Bono. Free Nelson Mandela, reduced third world debt. Bono, Bono, Bono. I joined a gym recently. They asked me, who should we call in the event of an emergency? I said, call Bono. I don't even have insurance anymore. Something happens to me, Bono can pick up the tab. So I'm married. You got some married folks here this evening, I'd imagine. A few married folks. The enthusiasm of married people everywhere. Married? No, we're not. I'm married. I'll tell you something. You got some. I am glad I'm married. I think it is very tough for single people these days because people are afraid of sex with the condoms and the AIDS and the STDs and the new and improved AIDS and people are so afraid of sex. There are now actually chastity clubs in America. Chastity clubs, groups of men and women who get together for the express purpose of not having sex. These used to be called bowling leagues. I've been married a long time. I can tell I've been married a long time because the other day I held up a mango and I said to my wife, honey, do I like these? I have no brain of my own left. I don't. Been married a while, man. My wife and I, we get along great, except for one thing. My wife has PMS. Bad. PMS. No. Relationship jeopardizing PMS. Well, the doctor prescribed Prozac. You know, for the mood swings, the depression, the nonstop weeping and wailing, the company's PMS guys, this works great. I take 2 of those little suckers. Her PMS doesn't bother me at all anymore. Nothing bothers me. So we're in the midst of baseball season. You psyched about the baseball season? Yeah. Oh, I see. No one's psyched about being married, but baseball. I'll tell you the God's honest truth. I do not watch sports on TV. The one sport I like to watch, you're going to think this is so gay. I like to watch figure skating. Thank you. I like it when they fall. No, because figure skaters, don't kid yourself, these are athletes. Compared to football players, compared to figure skaters, bunch of sissies. I'm sorry, football players, they got the helmet, the padding, the steroids, they get knocked down, they don't feel a thing for 2 weeks. Figure skaters, you got your little guys, your tight guys, your gay guys, flying across the ice, 45, 50 miles an hour, no protection. What do they got? Spandex with sequins on. You fall down, those things hurt. And what they will do while they're skating, they will grab a woman and they will hoist her overhead. Just grab her by the crotch and hoist her overhead. And then sometimes just take her and just pitcher across the ice. And you see the worst accidents in figure skating. And they bounce off the wall, across the ice, upside down, blade in the forehead, blood everywhere. They're splayed out like a little sparkly piece of roadkill. It's the first thing they do. The first thing they do, you know, like maybe the judges missed it. This is not just a sport. This is a philosophy. This is a way to get through life. Say you're going down the Jersey Turnpike, 85 miles an hour, beer in one hand, phone in the other. Cop pulls you over and says, son, walk a line. You just... What is he gonna do to you? Not a damn thing. So I should tell you before I go, I was in an amusement park accident a while back. Well, thank you for your concern. I was in Disney World, and you know, you figure you're safe in Disney World. You figure Uncle Walt, wouldn't anything bad happen to you looking down from his e-ticket ride in the sky? I was stuck on the It's a Small World ride for about 8.5 hours. Have you any idea what this is like? Spend the day spinning around in a circle listening to that wonderful song. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world. It's a small world after all. Boom, boom, boom. It's a small world after all. Boom, boom. It's a small... 187 different languages. All the children of the world. It's like Night of the Living Dead 2 feet tall. Grown men were weeping. People were diving out of the boats. I wanted to strangle these kids. All of them. Swedish. Chinese. And you sung the fun and you know, wonderful, you know, Polish. Strangers in the night. You guys have been delightful. Have a great weekend. Thank you all so much.